Hello everybody, and it finally happened. We got the tier passives revealed. Now this doesn't show us where the relics are going to be placed, but this definitely shows us how much our XP multiplier is going to increase by. Look at this. Holy shit. 4x all the way up to a 16x multiplier. And the areas that they happen in are kind of interesting. Immediately as you get to tier 2, you go straight to 6x, and then 8x at tier 4, 12x at tier 6, and then right from tier 6 to 7, which I'm sure is a massive jump in points, is that 16x multiplier. But let's look at these other things as well, because some of these things in here are insane and are actually more powerful than some of the old school ones. All right, let's read the tier 1 stuff, which I don't remember if we already knew, but let's just figure it out anyway. All farming crops grow 5 times faster. No, actually, I didn't know that. And now I'm thinking that we didn't know actually all of these. So the farming crops growing 5 times faster is huge because it nerfs the farming relic that was already one of the top tier choices of relic. It makes it so that the farming relic still is good, but you can have a comparable farming experience even without it. So you will be able to get 120 by the end of the league. If you don't take it, you just have to be diligent with it. Run energy never drains, expected. I knew that was coming. Hit chance is increased by 20%. This is actually massive. Now, looking at this immediately, I want to change my baseline necromancy relic automatically. If I'm always going to have a hit chance increase, having necromancy as my primary skill kind of negates the fact that I would already have 100% in it. If, let's say, I got to my tier 90 weapon a lot faster with necromancy and this 20% increased accuracy, which I don't know anything else yet, but if I see any other ones in here, then we're gonna absolutely probably switch it. I'm already gonna have close, if not 100% hit chance everywhere I go, so I'd love to have it with another style. Probably gonna change it to magic. If I wanna have some fun, I might change it to melee. That one seems pretty powerful too. But anyway, continuing on, archaeology shop is fully available. That one might be in there to kind of nerf the archaeology relics. Still, that relic is way too powerful not to pick, even with the full shop availability. So even actually now that this shop is available, it might be more powerful. So I like that one a lot. And souls earned from necromancy rituals are increased by 400%. So this is probably just for the quests. Since all the soul wells will be completed, if you do decide to go necromancy, then this is kind of an incentive not to take the necromancy skill. However, it is nice to be able to get through those, unlock all of them, and get the quests done as well a lot faster if you decide to go questing. Now let's get to the tier 2. Thaler earned is 4x. Now that makes me think that if Thaler is something people care about, some of the outfits that you get with Thaler are going to be task-related content. I'm thinking the stuff like the botanist outfit, or not the botanist outfit, the factory outfit, as well as the Castle Wars outfits as well. So Thaler can be really, really useful. I hope it is. Rare items are twice as common, expected. I've seen that it gets a little bit more common as you go down too. So when assigned a Slayer task, you'll be able to choose between 2 tasks. So you always have Slayer VIP tickets active regardless of when it happens, which is awesome. Choose between minimum or maximum assignments when requesting a new Slayer task, and Slayer points and Reaper points are 5 times as much when completing the tasks. So essentially, maybe instead of giving us a Slayer relic, they're just giving pretty much the Slayer relic as a passive here in the tier 2s, which is absolutely okay with me. Getting to choose 2 tasks and choose how much of that task I do, as well as a lot more points, will make the Slayer skill just fly through. And I won't have to do Cabbage Face Punch, which will be very nice. Tier 3 seems pretty simple. All movement ability cooldowns are reduced to a little under 5 seconds, which is awesome because there are 20 seconds normally. With mobile, they can be reduced to 10, and this will cut it down even more. So if you take the invention relic, I don't know if it cuts it down even more, but honestly, at that point, it doesn't matter. 5 seconds is incredible and will always be nice to have. And you automatically unlock dive, so no rushing Shattered Worlds to get another ability. That'll be huge as well. Tier 4, first time we get a ×8 multiplier. 4 times as common rare items. This is probably the tier you want to start bossing, because 4x as common is absolutely huge and doesn't really get much better than that as you go along. Unlock all tool belt items, which means AFK, everything, Slayer's fully unlocked, invention, all the archaeology stuff is fully unlocked, but the big things are the charm Charming Imp and the Gold Accumulator. You don't have to go and buy with the tokens from Dungeoneering, which is massive. The Gate of Illidanus fight is available. Ooh, soul searching must be completed to access the area. So just the baseline quest in order to get access to the Sanctum of Rebirth will get you the access to the Gates of Illidanus. You don't have to go through that whole quest line. That's actually kind of massive as well. And it'll make the divination a lot easier as well. You don't have to go through all the crap to get the memory dowser. All right, tier 5. Again with the 8x multiplier, Ancient Curses unlocked, which is pretty cool. Magic, of course, will be very happy to see that one. You can get Smoke Cloud and all the other cool abilities. When getting assigned a Soul Reaper task from death, you will be able to choose what task you want. So you automatically get the elite tier perk from the combat achievements. Instead of having to be randomly assigned something, you will always get to choose. I'm not 100% sure how many people are going to be doing Reapers, but I guess if you get to tier 5 within a couple of weeks, you can get a couple of good Reaper tasks in that'll get you a lot of points. Vorkath and Amasket are available without the quest requirements, which is pretty cool. Vorkath is, I've only attempted it twice and I've gotten a few kills, but Amasket I've never actually tried before, so maybe this will be a fun thing to try with a group of people that are playing. And you can swap Spellbook and Prayers at the Sage. This is a hard tier achievement unlock from the combat tasks, so also massive if you don't already have the Spellbooks unlocked, including the prayer books too. 12x multiplier for tier 6, Ancient Magic Spellbook unlocked, so that's another huge one. Actually, maybe I misspoke, Ancient Curses versus Ancient Magics, but again, Magic, huge boost. Lunar Magic's unlocked with most spells. I wonder if they're just talking about the spells you don't get from the minigame up there. But regardless of what it is, I'm happy to see that most spells are unlocked from Lunar and Ancient Magics. All Saren spells are unlocked, and the Ring of Vigor passive. That's pretty nice. Without having to do the Aftermath or the Extinction Quest, which one it is, you can actually get the Ring of Vigor passive. Now, do you need the Ring of Vigor? Probably not as well. Even so, it's only 20,000 points. And, of course, tier 7. Massive boost to all rare items. 6x is common, and the Advanced Time spell can be cast without limit. That's crazy. It's actually crazy. So if I had a humongous surplus of Chronotes, I can just instantly get to 200 million archaeology if that's something I chose to do. I could also just constantly spam it to get Aiea storages filled. I can also just crazily advance my ports. I could crazily advance either of my farms on Anachronia or Manor Farm. This actually has huge implications. Advanced Time spell being cast without limit. So I'm super happy with today's release. I am very, very happy that they brought this out before the final one comes out in 2 days. So I hope you guys are just as happy. Let me know in the comments below how you feel about this. I am super excited. I was already excited. This has boosted my excitement even further than it already was. But that's it for today. I can't wait for tomorrow, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.